Happy Sabbath, everyone. My name's Dog. I am one half of Brother D and Dog on Storytime on the radio. Today's story is entitled Saved by a Sea Turtle. Did you know sea turtles can grow to weigh as much as 850 to 900 pounds? But they average around 3 to 400 pounds depending on the species. Now, sea turtles inhabit temperate and tropical waters, and the females are well known for being able, no matter where they've roamed in the ocean over the year, their ability to navigate unerringly back through all that to the very tiny islands where they were born. It's amazing. There they will lay their eggs in the sand, and then they will return to the sea to wander thousands of miles before returning to that very same island the next year. You see, the thing is, many years ago, a young Korean sailor fell overboard off of his ship off the Pacific coast of Nicaragua. Now, no one on board his ship noticed the accident, and his cries for help could not be heard above the sounds of his ship. Now, 15 hours later, a Swedish ship named the Citadel was sailing in the same area when one of the crewmen on lookout spied what looked like a man's head in the ocean. He called to others on watch, but at first they couldn't believe it could be a man. But then as they got closer, then a neck and shoulders appeared above the water. Now, when the young Korean was rescued, he reported that shortly after falling overboard, a large sea turtle came by, and in his desperation, this young man climbed up on its back because he couldn't swim. Fortunately, or as we who know believe, providentially, this turtle didn't dive below the surface once during the 15 hours that this young man clung on its back. We need to remember, wonderful are the ways in which God sometimes acts to preserve individuals from injury and death. And we have a fascinating example of the way he works to save him physically in this story of the Korean sailor. But eager as God is to save men physically, he is far, far more concerned with saving us spiritually. When he preserves people as he did the Korean sailor by using a turtle, or in Jonah's case by providing a great big fish, he does so in order that eventually they might be willing to do his will. Very few of us have been kept from injury or death as dramatically as were Jonah or the Korean sailor. But God has in many ways preserved us that we might also learn of his love and serve him fully. And our verse for today comes from Psalms. It's chapter 36, verse 6. O Lord, you preserve man and beast. Y'all have a happy Sabbath.